Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, are you ready for the Lancashire Hotpots virtual pub quiz? And here's your quizmaster, Dickie Ticker.
Merry Christmas, everybody! It's time for the Lancashire Hotpots Christmas/Twixtmas virtual pub quiz. I'm Dickie. I'm going to be your quizmaster this Christmas. Do you remember how we used to do this? It's Monday night. We've got sort of 10 questions based around the theme of Christmas tonight. And we've got some fun, quiz type stuff. I've forgotten the intro, but we're going to have an absolutely fantastic time over the next 40, 30 or so minutes. Do you want to play along? Of course you do. What you're going to need to do is you're going to need a pen, you're going to need a piece of paper, and you're going to need a drink and some nibbles. You're not telling me you don't have any drink or nibbles close to hand. Come on, it's Christmas. Right, in order to play along, you're going to need to do all that. So while you do all that, what I will do is I will speak to the people that are joining us for a Christmas quiz tonight. And first up, it's Mr. Bernard Thresher. Bernard, Merry Christmas. What's your name and where are you calling from?
How are you doing, cockers? My name's Bernard Thresher, and I'm calling from Lancashire.
Yay! Merry Christmas, Bernard. Merry Christmas. Did you have a good Christmas?
Yeah, it was fantastic. I received some particularly good gifts, some of which I might use all year.
How very exciting. Would you like to enlighten us in any way at all?
Absolutely not. No, it's something that I'll keep close to my heart, and I'm just going to get a lot of it. It wasn't what I was expecting, but I am going to enjoy it.
Right, that's very good. And keep those secrets close to your chest. So for your Christmas quiz, what's going to be your Christmas drink and your Christmas nibbles?
I'm glad you've asked. Of course, I'm wearing the multicoloured hat as well to give it that Christmas vibe. But it'll come as no surprise to you pub quizzers to know that I'll be drinking. It's a brewdog. It's a pub.
Hey, there we
let's
go.
have a little.
Standard.
Let's have a little taste of what that tastes like. Has it changed since the last quiz? No, still delicious. But of course, Christmas is gone now, and what are you going to do with all those leftovers? I'll tell you what you'll do. You'll go the Aldi and you'll get the Boxing Day curry crisps.
Oh, nice. Looking forward
Boxing
to
Day
you sampling
curry.
those.
Hand-cooked crisps. Just for the people who do then look at the corn snack corner.
Corn snack corner.
She's 150 on the G. She's made with British potatoes. Would you like me to sample just to give you the?
Yes, please.
Okay. Hashtag crack the back. Oh, right. Let's hashtag two stuck together. Let's give it a go. Oh, it's on the calmer end of the curry spectrum, but I'll tell you what, they are bingo, bango, bongo.
Right, so something to look out for if you're off to the Aldi. Right,
yeah, I would say buy 2 bags.
We'll leave you to your curry crisps and your punk as we move on to the next festive quizzer. Why, it's Bob. Bob, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Merry Christmas, everybody. Harry making Christmas Glen. It's Bob Riggles from Lancashire.
Hey! Lovely of you to both reference MC LMNOP with his Harry Merry Christmas Glen. And lovely of you to join us on this Monday. Did you have a nice Christmas?
It was lovely, actually, yes. Didn't go anywhere Christmas Day. Just did it ourselves. Cooked a big, massive Christmas dinner. It was lovely. Had lots of presents.
You didn't burn anything cooking your Christmas dinner, did you?
Well, only to the said specifications of, because technically cooking is burning, isn't it? But didn't overcook anything. Smashed
Bob,
up.
can you enlighten us onto your roast potato method, please?
Oh, it's. Ooh. The secret is you put some. whatever oil you're using, it could be goose fat, it could be olive oil, whatever you use, stick that in the oven, let it heat up. Then when you've parboiled the potatoes and you put them in, the oil's got to be scorching hot. Take it out, then a big dollop of Marmite. Big dollop of Marmite in the oil, get your roasties in. That is a sensation.
Sounds good.
Hot tips there. Would you like to promote an Instagram account whilst you're on the subject of roast potatoes?
Yeah, she's got more followers than us now. I think she's got 8,000 followers. My wife, Jan Hayes, is the roasty lover on Instagram. Go and find. It's just pictures of roast potatoes.
Oh, nice.
And sometimes sexy pictures of chickens.
A thigh.
She hit 8,000 followers the other day.
Very good.
If that's what you're into.
Yeah.
And many people are into very niche subjects
Oh, yeah.
on the internet. So, what's your festive drink and your festive nibbles for this festive quiz?
It's a festive drink. Just like Kenny, I got a Brewdog Advent calendar. I've been chipping my way through it. And the culmination of the whole thing was a Hoppy Christmas.
Happy Christmas,
Nice.
Glenn.
Yeah.
It's
What's she rocking at on the ABV?
6%. Let's give it a
Nice.
pour. Let's see the colour. Let's have a look now. Oh, yes. It's been in the fridge.
Very
Oh,
well.
did you get that straight from the fridge?
Delicious. Mm. Oh, that's good. Yeah. And
Well done.
nothing tastes like Christmas than the taste of Asia. It's Bombay mix last night.
Oh,
Bombay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, we've got a theme. We've had Boxing Day curry crisps and we've had Bombay mix. So it's a very Indian heavy snack flavouring selection.
Absolutely delicious. Smash that bag in. Still loads left though.
It is Christmas.
Yeah.
Right, you're totally primed and ready to go, Bob. You just stay there while we speak to the next hot potter along. Why, it's only Kenny Boddy. Kenny, what's your name and where are you calling from?
I'll do cockers. Kenny Body here, and I'm from Lancashire.
Yay! Of course he is, And a nice seasonal / boozy backdrop as well, I notice.
Yeah, it's a tiny rebel Christmassy advent calendar picture.
And you've been snowed under with advent calendars.
Yeah, I went a bit mad, didn't I? And got 4. So I've been trying to do 4 beers a day and also find the time to tweet about them. I'm getting there. I'm a bit behind. I'm still playing catch up, so I've not got as far as Bob in Brewdog one, so I haven't got a happy Christmas.
Well, he's
I've
ruining it
got
for
that.
you. He's ruining it for you.
I know, spoilers. To be
Oh,
fair,
well.
like if it's past Christmas Day already and I've not got to day 24, then that's on me.
All bets are off, yeah. But I'm assuming you're going to be sampling something out of one of those 4 festive advent calendars tonight.
Yes, I've got from the Thornbridge box. It's only day 16 because that's where I'm up to. The Market Porter.
Oh.
So
yes.
it's that type of year, isn't it, where you have your dark beers.
What's she rocking on the ABV?
It's only 4.5, but
Any
Session.
hints of
Early doors,
vanilla? Any hints of cacao?
yeah, roasted notes and
Oh.
A
yeah,
delicious
it's all right,
festive porter.
I know that some hot potters will be very disappointed that you've not managed to have at least 4 drinks a day. It's 5 a day. You know the rules. The government
I
say
know.
one of you 5 a day.
5 alive.
I know.
So, have you got something suitably roasty to go with your roasty beer?
I've got a massive bag of dry roasted
There
peanuts.
you go. You see, he's always pairing. Always
Yep.
pairing.
And of course, ladies and gentlemen, that's resealable for her pleasure.
Yeah, it's resealable and it also says Big Sure Pack, but I'm going to have a good go at it.
Yeah, he's going to have a ruddy good look at it. Okay, Kenny, you just hang fire because we've got one more hot potter to speak to. Why, it's Dr. Ron. Ron, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening and Merry Christmas, Hotpotters. My name's Dr. Ron, and I am calling from Lancashire.
Yay! Good to see you've got Fred on the case as well.
Freddie's here just as a little, like I thought University Challenge to bring a mascot, so I thought I'd bring a mascot as well. Bring me a bit of luck, you know what I mean? Because Freddie had loads of luck, you know what I mean? In his time. He did. And people will be happy to know that I'm no longer at my mother's.
Hey! He's got his own
So proud
place.
of your own.
Moved
So
out
proud of
Christmas.
Melbourne.
Yeah. No presents, though, because I've ruined everyone's lives, so today.
But
Swings and roundabouts.
You know what I mean?
something, it won't be ruining your stomach because that's going to be your drink and your nibbles. It'd be interesting to see what you've got tonight.
Well, tonight I've not gone special beer. I've just gone the good old Desperado.
He loves it. And is that a genuino or an old?
This is a genuine Desperado.
Wow.
Wow. You really are coming up in the world. You're in your own property now. You're buying genuine Desperados, and you're on stage with Freddie Mercury. Wow.
Yeah, exactly. And nibbles, like Kenny, I don't have as many as Kenny because I've kind of smashed the 7,000 gram bag that we bought. But yeah, I'm on the dry roasted peanuts too.
Oh, there you go. Great minds think alike. I wonder if they'll think alike when it comes to the answers to this festive quiz. 10 questions, as always. Now, we've not done this for a while, so let me reiterate the rules. The reason why you've got a pen and a piece of paper is for you to scribble the answers to the questions that I'm going to give you down on your pen, pad, paper thing. Don't type them in the box below because I don't want to see them and other hot potters don't want to see them, and maybe you got it wrong and you're going to throw people off. So I'll ask the questions. You write the answers down on your pen and paper. It's that simple. Gathered, assemble. Oh, by the way, Billy's on a family meal tonight. He can't be with us. He sends his love. But
Shall I do a Billy style Happy Christmas just so people feel like he's here?
by all means.
Happy Christmas or something.
There we go. It's
What
as
are we
if
doing about food?
it's as if he was on the Zoom chat.
I'm just having a mug of tea at my granddad's.
Uncanny. So assembled hot potters here. Are you lot ready?
Yes.
Hot potters at home, are you ready? Well, let's get Christmas quizzing.
Oh, I can hear the music. It's fantastic.
Question number 1. By the way, the format has changed slightly because they're all about Christmas. But the question number 1 remains a pop music question. I want to know who had the Christmas number 1 in 1992. You got 3 options. Was it A, Queen? Was it B, Whitney Houston? Or was it C, Mr. Blobby?
In 92.
So Christmas number 1's hotly contested position in the charts. Who got the coveted 1992 Christmas number 1? Was it A, Queen? Was it B, Whitney Houston? Or was it C, Mr. Blobby?
Give us a second.
Just while he Googles it.
No, he's asking Freddie.
No, it's just asking Freddie there.
Okay. Question number 2. December 26th is, as we know, Boxing Day. We've just had it. But it's also a Saint's Day. But I want to know, which saint is it? Is it A, St. Leonard, B, St. Michael, or C, St. Stephen? So Boxing Day, 26th of December, is also a Saint's Day. Which saint is it? A, St. Leonard, B, St. Michael, or C, St. Stephen?
Yeah. I've gone with big up there.
Question number 3 is a true or false question.
True.
Well, you might want to. Well, maybe you don't want to rethink your answer. Stop putting people off. In the early 19th century, beer was a popular Christmas present for young boys. Is that true or false?
In what year?
In the early 19th century, beer was a popular Christmas present for young boys. Is that true? Is that false? What dost thou think? Question number 4. When we think of Christmas, we think of Fanny. Fanny Craddock, of course, and her famous Fanny Cooks Christmas series from 1975, which is still on the iPlayer. You can get it watched. So, in a question similar to last year's Christmas quiz, 2 of the following are real Christmas dishes that Fanny cooks on the show, but one of them is false. So I want to know, which is the false Fanny? Is it A, mincemeat Swiss roll, B, mincemeat omelette, or C, mincemeat ice lollies? So one of these dishes was not prepared by Fanny Craddock on her Fanny Cooks Christmas show. Which one is it? Was it A, mincemeat Swiss roll, B, mincemeat omelette, or C, mincemeat ice lollies?
Can I just go on record here as we approach question 5 and say, I'm having a great time.
It's just like the old days, isn't it?
Yeah, lovely.
But without so much of the impending doom. Question number 5, believe it or not, is a topical question. It features Mr. Bernard Thresher because Bernard is now being followed by Les Dennis on Twitter.
Yeah, big shout out to Les. Thanks for the support. And just so you all know, me and Les are really great friends.
Would you like to indicate how close you are just with the approximation of 2 fingers?
Yes, here's one finger, here's another. That's me and Les.
But what I want to know, did Les Dennis make an appearance on BBC One on Christmas Day in 1989? I want you to write down yes, Les, or no, Les. So, it's Christmas Day. It's BBC One. It's 1989. Did Les Dennis feature on BBC One on Christmas Day in 1989? Right. Yes, Les, or no, Les?
If I get this wrong, do you think he'll unfollow?
Yes. You've got to get it right.
If you could, Les, if you're watching, could you just send me a quick message? I'm not sure how that would work.
No. Go back in time.
No.
So, the next couple of questions are questions about the Christmas songs of the Lancashire Hotpots. So, question number 6. In the Hotpots song, It's Cliffmas Time, what is Cliff Richard's milkman called? Is it A, Brian, B, Clifford, or C, Dennis? So, in the I've got it down here as a visual aid somewhere. No, it's gone. She's gone. I did have the CD. Hang on. No, it's gone. Use your imagination. In the song It's Cliffmas Time, what is Cliff Richard's milkman called? A, Brian, B, Clifford, C, Dennis.
Well, just to be clear, that's in the song, not Cliff Richard's real milkman.
That is in the song. It could still be real life.
Who knows?
I don't necessarily know.
Might not even be a man, you know.
Might not. He might be dairy-free these days. Who knows? Question number 7. In the 12 hot potting days of Christmas, which I know because I've got this to hand from the Save Christmas album, and what a Christmas album it is.
Is that still available?
That is still available. Still streamable as well. So soon after you watch this, even if you've not got a copy, you can get on your preferred streaming service of choice and have a stream. I want to know.
Isn't it true that all proceeds to that album go towards the Lancashire Hotpots?
That's right. Yes.
There you go.
So on the 12 hot potting days of Christmas, how many swigs of sherry did Bernard have? So if you just think about it another way, on what number day did Bernard have his swigs of sherry? If you don't know, it's a number between 1 and 12.
I'm at a slight advantage here because I'm currently listening to Save Christmas by the Lancashire Hotpots, which is available on all good streaming services
I
now.
noticed that you bought that, Bernard, instead of streaming it. Is that right?
That's right. I purchased this at a very reasonable price, and all proceeds go to the Lancashire Hotpots.
I think you'll find the real fans buy it. If you're only streaming it, some people, I mean, you know, not myself, some people would only say that maybe you're not really a real fan, unless it's in your house and in your hands.
My favourite track is the second track 6.
Just rearrange the tracks each and every year, depending on whether you get it right or wrong. Now then, question 8 is going to be the last Lancashire Hotpots themed question. And we're going back to the first ever Hot Pot song that we ever wrote, which was Christmas in Lancashire. So I want to know, what is the speed of Bernard's broadband in Christmas in Lancashire? How many megs? Ooh. So Bernard has a broadband speed which he mentions in Christmas in Lancashire, the first ever Hot Pot song that the Hot Pots wrote. What's the speed of Bernard's broadband? It's been cut down to size.
Oh, if only we'd have done that on tour this year.
I know.
I would have had a chance.
We're nearly at the end now because we're on to question number 9. And I want to know, when it comes to Christmas, what is a smoking bishop? Is it A, a type of mulled wine, B, an old-fashioned accompaniment to turkey, or C, a way of positioning your turkey in the oven whilst it is roasting? So what's
Could we have those options again? A smoking
certainly can.
bishop.
A smoking bishop. Is it A, a type of mulled wine, B, an old-fashioned accompaniment to turkey, or C, a way of positioning your turkey in the oven?
Not a clue. Pointless. Once again,
Well,
absolutely pointless.
that's why we have the multiple choice questions, to give you all a bit of a chance. And there's nothing better than multiple choice than true or false. And so for your last question, just like the old days, it's another true or false. Noel Edmonds is named Noel because his birthday is on the 25th of December. Is that true or is that false? Noel Edmonds is called Noel Edmonds Noel because his birthday is on Christmas Day. Is that true or is that false? Those are your 10 questions for your Lancashire Hotpots festive / Twixtmas quiz. How well did you think you did? Did you did good? Did you did bad? No matter what you did, let's all have a drink together. Get your glasses in the air.
Alabaster.
Oh, come on. Get it down, yeah. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Please drink responsibly.
All the best.
It's quite nostalgic having a beer on a Monday again.
It is really, isn't it? Just everyone, you know, individually logging on and us all having our pre-quiz chat. It did remind me of of I won't say fun times, but you know, earlier times. You know,
it brought a little ray of sunshine into the week. Let me tell you.
It did.
Not
For
just
each and every one of us.
for the hot potters out there too.
Yeah, when we finally got back on road and started getting out things, the people did say thank you for the things we did when we couldn't get out, didn't they? They were quite thankful of the stuff that we did with quizzes and Constat corners. You know, when people couldn't get out. So well done us.
And the live streams as well. There'll be something. Speaking of streaming, there'll be something on New Year's Eve. I've not quite decided what it's going to be. It's one of two options, but you can still see the new year in with the Lancashire Hotpots. Obviously, we just finished the 2021 leg of the Big Night Out tour. We've still got a couple of dates of the Bohemian Rhapsody tour to finish and a couple of new dates for the Big Night Out tour. And of course, we've had the Big Bash, our biggest ever indoor show. Blinky blimey. What a night that was.
Yeah. I was thinking about that only today. Just what a wonderful night. Just a wonderful night.
I cannot believe that we managed to do a gig in a venue so fantastic that the dressing room not only had 2 bathrooms but also 2 showers. That's a real highlight for me.
I'll tell you what else about the dressing room as well was that instead of having like a half fridge, it had like a full tall fridge.
Yeah.
Never had that before. What a venue. Just everything about it was great. Oh, hello. Hi.
Kenny, Ron, your thoughts on the Big Bash?
Well, for me, it's one of the best gigs I've ever played. It was like it's so. Somebody said, "Oh, there must be so many kind of great memories that you have in the band." And when you're in a band, sometimes you only get 1 or 2 that really stand out. For me, it was the first time I played Kendall, and Bob took me to one side and gave me a little pep talk about it. And then when I walked on stage, it was like, wow. And then the Big Bash was but from the start to the end of that night was just so memorable.
Do you want to
so Ron, you're saying that was a memorable evening, but you've done nearly 2 hours at the Top Nogs. Can it beat that?
It can beat the Top Nogs, but probably not the Her and Hounds.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Ron,
what about those 2 spots on New Year's Eve, the hen and chickens? You know what I mean? It's up there. The 17 people that were in that will watch that, I think that it's going to be tremendous.
And I think it's very important to hear from the man who never gets a microphone. KB, this is your time to shine. What did you think of the Big Bash?
It was crazy. I think it only really hit me when Black Lace started sound checking and we were all stood there watching them and they did Superman and we were just like, this is amazing. This is just the best thing. And that was just in sound check. But then, as I've said to people who've asked me about it since, like, oh, what was it like? I was like, well, do you know when you go to a gig sometimes and half the people come straight away and watch the support act and then the other half are like, oh, I'll just turn up for the main act. It was just full from the off, and as soon as Black Lace came on and we were there and we were watching them out front with everybody and there was pretty much nearly everybody already there, and they started with Superman and it was just amazing. It was just like, is this really happening? This is really happening. And then that was before we'd even played, so yeah, amazing.
Amazeballs. And we're going to do it all again next year at a date that I don't actually have in front of me. But it's November, end of November. Avoiding Christmas because #World Cup. Anyway, shall we catch up with a couple of answers? Let's do that. Okay, answer number 1 to question number 1. I wanted to know who had the Christmas number 1 in 1992. Was it A, Queen, B, Whitney Houston, or C, Mr. Blobby? Bernard, what?
I'm changing my answer, just so you know.
He's been Googling. Who's been Googling?
I've not been Googling.
Bernard, what does your pop radar tell you on the number 1 stakes?
I think it was a bit late for Queen. And I don't think Blobby had a Christmas number 1. So just process of elimination, I went Whitney.
Whitney. Bob?
Well, Fred died in 1991. And I think, obviously, that was November 1991. It was a little bit too soon for that November. But I know they released a charity single maybe a year-ish or so later. I went with Queen.
He's gone with Queen. Kenny?
Yeah, I didn't like Bohemian Rhapsody get back in the charts at some point in the early 90s, so I thought that might be. It was a tough one, this one. And, Blobby Mania, but from what I remember, I think it was bloody...
The invisible Whitney Houston.
But didn't Bohemian Rhapsody come back in because of Wayne's World? But Wayne's World wasn't that early, was it?
Yeah.
Well, let's speak to the a big Queen fan, Dr. Ron Seal, who might be able to provide clarification on this.
Well, I did speak to Fred, and the reason I changed my answer is because of his teeth. I couldn't understand what he was saying. But he did say, as Bob quite rightly said, he did say that he died in 91. And I was thinking November, it's too soon for the re-release of Bohemian Rhapsody. So I think maybe Blobby was that year, but I think 92 was when they re-released Bohemian Rhapsody with the blue single. I remember there was a limited edition blue single in it.
I bought it. I've got it.
Yeah, and I think it was 92. And the proceeds went to the Mercury Phoenix Trust. That's what I think. Oh, and Freddie.
He's gone again.
He's gone again.
Freddie dies again.
So you're going with Queen?
Queen.
The answer is Whitney Houston, ladies and gentlemen. Call yourself Queen fans.
Yes.
Bob Riggles and Ron Seal. Queen was 91, Whitney Houston was 92, and Mr. Blobby was 93.
Mr. Blobby didn't have a Christmas #1, did he?
He did, yeah.
With what?
Blobby.
Blobby Christmas.
Yeah. Have yourself a blobby little Christmas.
Let's just make a note then, and for us, that Mr. Blobby can get a #1. # we need one next year. If he can do it, so can we.
Okay.
Yeah, can I just say as well that obviously Freddie...
He's dead now.
Who died today?
That's it, he's gone.
Whitney Houston.
I know he said he died, but didn't Freddie Mercury have a #1 after he died with one of his solo songs when they did a remix of it?
Yeah.
Living on My Own. I think that was 92.
Living on My Own, yeah.
Or was it 93? Anyway, Whitney
I think it might have
Houston
been 93.
spent 10 weeks at #1, which included Christmas. Let's go on to question number 2, which is about Boxing Day, December 26th. It's also a Saint's Day, but which saint? A, St. Leonard, B, St. Michael, or C, St. Stephen? Bernard, who are you going for?
Didn't know any of those names, so just went with my sporting brain and went, Stevie G, mate! Best player in the world!
Bob?
Yeah. Obviously, the carol is Good King Wenceslas last looked out on the feast of Stephen. So, but that's Christmas, isn't it? Boxing Day. I thought that was a bit too obvious, so I put St. Michael.
St. Michael. Kenny?
Yeah, I haven't got a clue. I thought it might be St. Michael, but I went for Stu.
And Ron?
Yeah, I went St. Michael's.
Well, Bob, your carol instinct should have set you off because, of course, Good King Wenceslas last looked out on C, St. Stephen. That is his particular day. He died 36 AD. He was the first Christian martyr, and he's the patron saint of deacons and stonemasons. St. Michael is, of course, the patron saint of jumpers and cardigans. Question number 3. In the early 19th century, beer was a popular Christmas present for young boys. True or false? Bernard, if you were a Victorian boy, a boy in the 1900s, would you like to receive a gift of beer for Christmas?
Yeah, I think I got the. Didn't really hear the question. I put false. They liked computers and twigs.
Okay, Bob.
Yeah, they did all kinds of mad things down in those times. You know, kids down mines, acid in toothpaste. So yeah, probably true.
Kenny.
Beer was probably good for you back then, wasn't it? It's probably like a health drink, so I've gone true.
And Ron.
Yeah, I thought the same as Kenny. Health drink. I went true.
It's true. Of course it is. And
can I get half a point for computers and twigs?
Not really. Computers weren't really around then. They just had books. The most popular gift between Victorian adults was fruit. So there you go.
No.
Question number 4 is a Fanny Craddock question. I wanted to know which one of these is a false Fanny dish. Was it A, mincemeat Swiss roll, B, mincemeat omelette, or C, mincemeat ice lollies? Bernard, which one of these is definitely not being cooked by Fanny Craddock this Christmas in 1975?
Occasionally I do venture into the kitchen and I know that you're not supposed to eat uncooked frozen meat. So I've gone ice lollies ovs.
Bob?
Yeah, but mincemeat, you're not talking mince as in mince, are you? Talking mincemeat as in fruit, mince pies.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on a minute. That's a trick question then.
I just put lollies.
He's gone for the lollies. Kenny?
I went for omelette.
Okay, and finally Ron.
Yeah, I thought the same as Bob with the mincemeat being kind of desserty kind of thing. So I went omelette. She wouldn't have made a mincemeat omelette.
Okay, the recipe she never cooked on her 1975 show was C, mincemeat ice lollies. She cooked a mincemeat Swiss roll and she cooked a mincemeat omelette. She cooked an omelette and then she put mincemeat in it and then she put icing sugar on it.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of within the realms. It wasn't too crazy, that.
No.
It's just like putting fruit in an omelette, isn't it? It works.
But do we know, was it, like my simple mind, was it actually meat? Mincemeat?
Mincemeat.
They did. In Tudor times, there used to actually be minced beef in mincemeat, but not anymore.
So I just heard the word meat and thought, don't eat frozen meat.
Yes. Which is a good way to just conduct your life in general. Question number 5 is all about Les Dennis, Bernard's new best mate. I wanted to know whether Les Dennis made an appearance on BBC One on Christmas Day in 1989. Yes, Les, or no, Les? Bernard, he's your new best mate. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I mean, I write it in my tweet. To see him is to smile. And why would you not want to see Les Dennis's face on Christmas Day? I've gone, yes, Les.
Bob?
Probably at the peak of his powers, around about 1989. Very big celebrity. Of course, yes, Les.
Kenny?
I'm not sure about this. I got a bit giddy, as with everyone else, and started writing yes, Les. And then I heard that you specifically said about it being on BBC. And didn't he do quite a lot on ITV? So I don't know whether it's a trick question, but I just stuck with yes, Les.
And finally, Ron.
Well, I've gone against the grain here because I was thinking the same as Kenny, that he had some kind of contractual agreement with ITV. So I went, no, Les.
Oh, controversial. The correct answer is yes, Les.
Yes, Les.
It was the Russ Abbott Christmas show. It was on at 5:35, featuring Les Dennis, Bella Emberg, Sherry Hewson, Tom Bright, and Michael Stainton. And of course, Russ Abbott.
Just so you know, my 2022 achievements will be complete when Les Dennis and the Hotpots are in the same room. I'm going to make it happen, guys.
Going to make it happen.
Yeah.
Well, all you need to do is that the next time we post some Big Bash footage, you just need to slip into Les's DMs and go, Les?
Ask him how much he wants to host the Big Bash too.
I'm sure now that we're top pals, he'll do it for nothing.
Brilliant.
And I'll hold his
So question number 6 in the Hot Pot song, it's Cliffmas time. I can't even say it. What is Cliff Richard's milkman called? A, Brian, B, Clifford, C, Dennis, getting back to the Dennises. Again, Bernard, you must remember this famous line from It's Cliffmas Time. What do you reckon?
Yeah, if I didn't know the song, I would have put Dennis because of Les Dennis, but I do know the song, and it is Dennis.
Confident answer. Bob?
He loves playing tennis. His milkman's called Dennis.
Kenny?
Yeah, I've got this one wrong. I went Brian.
And Ron?
I mean, I've got an excuse. I've only just joined the band and I've never listened to that album.
Yeah.
So I went Brian.
How very dare you? It's Cliffmas Time is one of my favourite Hot Pot songs, and it is C, Dennis. So well done if you got that.
Hey, Dennis, have you got any semi-skimmed?
Have you got any gold tops, Dennis, mate? I can listen to Bob's Cliff impression all day. Question 7, in the 12 hot potting days of Christmas from, hang on, I've got yet another copy down here, Save Christmas.
Can I just say that I've been listening recently to the Lancashire Hotpots Save Christmas album, which is available on all streaming sites now, and it's a great listen.
If I'm being honest, I've not been listening to anything. I've just been looking through the Hotpots 2022 calendar. That's what I've been doing.
This calendar?
It is, yeah.
Still available from the Lancashire Hotpots shop, signed by all the band. It was a very good plug, this. It's sort of, pictures of the band, all the important days. It's Billy's birthday on the 18th of January. There it is.
Somebody want to make me a cup of tea?
What is St. Spoonford's Day?
It's in March, but you're only going to find out when you order your calendar.
Exactly right.
The most rapidly depreciating in terms of cost item on the store. They're getting less valuable each and every day. Order your copy now. Yes, 12 hot potty days of Christmas. How many swigs of sherry did Bernard have? Bernard, what do you reckon? Number between 1 and 12.
Yeah, I thought question 7 and alliteration is usually good. 7 swigs of sherry. Oh, it's 7.
Okay, Bob.
Exactly the same reasons as Bernard. 7.
Kenny.
7.
I've gone for 6.
Oh, another.
Because it's an S as well. Yeah, you're right.
Sibilant answer. And finally, Ron.
Yeah, just like Bernard and Bob, I thought the same thing. Question 7, and I thought you just tricked us all and used the number 7.
Lots of alliteration. Question 7, swigs of sherry. It was 7. Well done if you got that right.
Quite a good guess at 6 as well, KB.
Yeah,
it's,
I'm floating with that one. 6 swigs of sherry. Yeah,
I thought it was the last one before the 5 Carling.
Yeah.
Would you like one? Would you like me to do one? Well, for Christmas, shall I do a 5 Carling?
Sherry.
Yeah.
5 Carlings.
Brilliant.
If you've never listened to the Save Christmas album, you're missing out on a festive treat. And they're not all about Christmas. One's about New Year. So it could.
My favourite bit in the Hot 12 hot potting days, which was made by our very good friend Ricardo Autobahn, is I'm not sure between which one, but there's a great big massive gap of silence. It just plays silence, and then it kicks back in. Fantastic use of silence in a song, Ricardo. Well done, mate.
And Bob, can that be found on the Lancashire Hotpots Save Christmas album?
It's track 9. It's not. Probably not.
It's 4, isn't it? Anyway, never mind track 9. Let's go to question 8. Going back to the first ever Hot Pot song that we wrote, Christmas in Lancashire. What's the speed in megabytes of Bernard's broadband? Bernard, what do you reckon? You've sung this probably technically, longer than any other song.
Yes, and I had a very different voice back then. Anyway, it's 8.
He's going with 8. Bob?
Yeah, I didn't use any powers of deduction. I just tried to subconsciously call it to mind. I think it's 8 meg broadband.
Kenny?
Yeah, after this question, I almost went back and changed question 7 from 6 to 7 because I thought if question 8 is 8, maybe question 7 is 7, but I left it. I went with my first answer, but I've done 8.
And Ron?
Yeah, once again, picking songs from before I joined the band, which I think's unfair. I went 10.
The answer is 8.
Ron, when has there ever been a thing about 10 meg broadband?
No idea. I don't know these things. I know about guitars. That's me. That's all I know. Not the computers.
Never mind. We're almost at the end now because we're at question number 9. And I wanted to know what a smoking bishop was. Was it A, a type of mulled wine, B, an accompaniment to turkey, or C, a way of putting your turkey in the oven? Bernard, it's no longer in common use, but what does your historic part of your brain tell you?
I didn't have a clue, if I'm honest. I channeled the spirit of Stupendous and went with, why? Wine!
Red wine. Bob?
Well, no idea, but I thought the first two answers were probably a little bit too obvious. I went with positioning.
The positioning for a man who does a lot of roasting. Kenny?
Yeah, I wasn't sure either. Just completely guessed at C. Southern.
Something in the oven. And Ron?
Yeah, I put turkey position and tried to draw a turkey, but I can't draw a turkey, so I drew a little cock.
Oh, indeed. There you did. And successfully, you drew it too. The answer is A, a type of mulled wine. It's a type of mulled wine, punch or wassail, for everyone who will be wassailing on New Year's Eve. Especially popular in Victorian England at Christmas time, mentioned in A Christmas Carol, made from port, red wine, lemons, or Seville oranges, sugar, spices, and cloves.
And if Stupendous was to say why wine, what would that sound like?
It would probably sound something like why, like that.
That wasn't a good impression. You
It's not a good impression. It was. I can't do it.
Rubbish. Can't do it. No.
Rubbish. Sorry.
And our last question number 10. Noel Edmonds is called Noel because his birthday is on Christmas Day. True or false? Bernard?
Noel Edmonds is the son of Satan. He was born on the 6th of June, 66. All the sixes, it's false.
Bob?
Nah, mate. Nah, false.
Kenny?
Yeah, I've gone false as well.
And Ron?
Yeah, I don't remember any time he was giving presents to little children that anyone gave him a present, so I would have said it's false.
You've all gone false. You're all correct. His birthday is the 22nd of December. Birthday 1948. So he wasn't born on Christmas Day. So if you put false, you got that right. Those are your 10 answers to your 10 questions for our festive Twixtmas quiz. Tot up your answers. What I would like you to do now is to put what you got, the score that you got, in the box below, and we can see whether you got more or less than the Hot Potters that are assembled today over the Christmas period. I'm just going to write my little... I hope someone's won this outright, because I have just realised I haven't got a tiebreaker. I can come up with one. So first off, let's go to Bernard. Can you please give me your total score for the 2021 Festive Twixtmas quiz on Monday, please?
I'd like to say I hope you had a nice Christmas and you're looking forward to a new year. I, Bernard Thresher, have excelled myself and I feel very, very proud with how I've done tonight. Be proud for me. I got 9.
Whoa!
No.
Wow. What a Christmas present.
Cheating.
Bob, what did you get?
Well, after a bit of a shaky start, I kind of redeemed myself, but I didn't get 9. I only got 7.
Bob, still a strong showing, especially after such a long period off. Kenny?
I was the opposite to Bob. I had a strong start. I got 4 out of the first 5 right, and then I had a bit of a rubbish second half and only got 2 out of 5. So I only got 6 on 10.
6 for Kenny. And finally, he's smiling. It's Ron.
Well, I know you said you've not got a tie-break question ready, and that's a good thing because I only got 3.
They say form is temporary, class is permanent. But with 9 out of 10 questions, he's only gone and done it. It's Bernard Thresher's the winner of the Festive Hot Pots quiz.
Yes! And you know what? There was no real movie questions. There was nothing too tasking. I've gone Whitney. I've gone Stevie G. I've gone Ice Lollies. Yes, Les. Dennis. 7, 8. Wine. False. I've smashed it.
Well done again, Bernard. What a present. What a way to end a fantastic 2021 for Bernard and indeed the Hot Pots. You must be very proud.
Yes, if there's any Hot Potters at home who were having a friendly gamble and you didn't put your money on Thresher, more fool you. I've smashed it. Come on.
Well done. And
hold on.
Go on.
Because this is a special quiz, and it trumps all of the other quizzes. does that mean that now that I'm champion, that I am quiz champion?
In a way, yes.
Have you got a cup on your mantelpiece? Well, if you get a prize, you're going to share it with your girlfriend who showed you all the answers behind the screen.
How dare you? How dare... I'm sat here on my own. Listen, hello, is there anybody here with me? No. See? See?
Well done, Bernard, and thank you very much for joining us on our festive bit of fun. We'll be back with you doing something in the new year. I think we've got February, we've got Glasgow and Newcastle, and then we kick off the theatre tours throughout the year with St Helens at the beginning of March. Hopefully everything will be sorted by then and we can see you out on the road. All that remains for us to do now is to wish you a very good rest of the festive period. Have a great New Year's Eve. We'll be streaming again, so we'll be able to chat to each other in the comments. For now, enjoy the rest of your Christmas break and have a good week. See you now. Ta-da!